The emergency beacon from the human transport vessel Endeavour had been broadcasting for 6 standard hours before the Zephyrian medical frigate Healing Light intercepted it. Captain Veltar of the Zephyrian Stellar Medical Corps had seen many species in distress, but humans were still relatively new to the galactic community. Unpredictable, resilient, and utterly fascinating in their biological peculiarities. 2 survivors detected, reported Navigation Officer Krillin, his 4 eyes scanning the readouts. Both humans, 1 male, 1 female. Life signs, irregular but stable. Dr. Lisa Chen was barely conscious when the Zephyrian medical team found her in the wreckage, her left leg twisted at an unnatural angle, blood seeping through torn fabric. Beside her, Kamal Hassan cradled his right arm against his chest, his face pale but his eyes alert and defiant. "Easy there," Lisa whispered to Kamal as the alien medics approached with their scanning equipment. "Just let them help." The Zephyrians were elegant beings, tall, graceful, with translucent skin that revealed the gentle flow of their luminescent circulatory system. Dr. Zyphara, the chief medical officer, extended her elongated fingers toward Lisa, and a soft blue light emanated from her palms as she conducted a preliminary scan. "Fascinating," she murmured in accented standard galactic. "Their bone density is remarkable, but these injuries—" She paused, her large opalescent eyes widening. "This female's femur is completely fractured, and the male's radius and ulna are shattered." Kamal managed a weak grin. "Doc, I've had worse. Playing football back on Terra." The Zephyrians exchanged glances. In their species, such injuries would be fatal. Their hollow, lightweight bones were efficient for their low-gravity homeworld, but incredibly fragile. The concept of surviving such trauma, let alone joking about it, was incomprehensible. Aboard the Healing Light, Lisa and Kamal were rushed to the medical bay, where the real revelation began. Dr. Zyphara activated the advanced bioscanner, expecting to see the typical internal structure of a spacefaring species, perhaps some minor metal implants for identification or basic life support. The image that appeared on the holographic display made every Zephyrian in the room freeze. Lisa's skeleton was a patchwork of metal. Titanium plates secured her left ankle, held together by a series of screws. Her right shoulder blade showed signs of previous surgical intervention with metal pins. Most startling of all, her spine had 2 vertebrae fused together with a metal cage, surrounded by screws that looked to the aliens like instruments of torture. Kamal's scan was equally shocking. His left knee was almost entirely reconstructed, with metal components, artificial ligaments, titanium plates, and what appeared to be a completely synthetic kneecap. His right wrist bore the telltale signs of multiple surgeries, with metal pins threading through bones like some medieval torture device. "By the sacred nebula," whispered Dr. Zyphara, her hands trembling as she manipulated the hologram to examine every angle. What has been done to you?" The medical staff backed away in horror. Junior medic Talesh actually fainted, his delicate frame crumpling to the floor. The other Zephyrians stared at the humans as if they were walking corpses, beings who had somehow survived unimaginable torture. "What's wrong?" Lisa asked, noticing the alien's distress. She tried to sit up, wincing as pain shot through her injured leg. Kamal looked at the holographic display and started laughing, a sound that made the Zephyrians recoil further. "Oh, that's what's got you spooked. Those are just plates and screws. Doc, standard orthopedic hardware." "Standard?" Dr. Zyphara's voice was barely a whisper. Lisa nodded, following Kamal's gaze to the display. "Yeah, I broke my ankle rock climbing when I was 22. Needed surgery to fix it properly. The shoulder was from a motorcycle accident, had to rebuild the whole joint, and my back, well, I was in a construction accident that compressed 2 vertebrae. The fusion surgery let me walk again." "Walk again?" The concept seemed to overwhelm Dr. Zyphara. Kamal gestured to his knee with his good arm. "Tore my ACL, MCL, and meniscus playing rugby in college. This beauty," he tapped. His knee is mostly titanium and synthetic materials, Works better than the original, actually. And the wrist? That's from when I tried to catch myself falling off a ladder. Took 3 surgeries to get all the bones lined up right. The Zephyrians were silent, processing this information. In their medical experience, such extensive injuries would have been death sentences. Their species had evolved on a world where serious physical trauma simply didn't occur. Their society was built around prevention and preservation. You mean, Dr. Zyphara said slowly, your people deliberately insert metal into your bodies. To repair damage? Of course, Lisa replied matter-of-factly. How else would we fix broken bones? Sometimes we even replace entire joints. My grandfather had both hips and a knee replaced. Lived another 30 years after that, played tennis until he was 90. And this is common among humans? Kamal nodded. Emergency rooms back home see this stuff every day. Sports injuries, car accidents, workplace incidents, falls. We break, we fix, we move on. It's just part of life. The medical team exchanged stunned looks. Dr. Zyphara's mind raced as she considered the implications. These humans weren't just tough. They were rebuilds. Walking collections of healed trauma, bearing the scars and hardware of dozens of near-death experiences, and they treated it all as mundane. How many times, she asked carefully, can a human be repaired? Lisa and Kamal looked at each other and shrugged. As many times as necessary, Lisa said. My dad's got plates in his skull from a car accident, artificial discs in his spine, a pacemaker for his heart, and a replaced hip. He runs marathons. He runs marathons when with all that metal? Sure. The hardware doesn't slow us down. If anything, sometimes it makes us stronger. Modern prosthetics are incredible. Some athletes perform better with artificial limbs than they ever did with their original ones. Dr. Zyphara felt faint. She was looking at 2 beings who had been broken, rebuilt, and were now joking about it while awaiting more repairs. In Zephyrian society, such individuals would be revered as miraculous survivors, living legends who had defied death itself. To humans, they were just Tuesday. Now, Kamal said, about fixing this arm. As Dr. Zyphara began preparing for what would become the most educational surgery of her career, she made a mental note to update the galactic medical database. The entry for humans would need a significant revision. Previous entry. Humans, carbon-based bipedal species, recently spacefaring, notable for unusual psychological resilience. New entry. Humans, cybernetic enhanced warriors masquerading as civilians. Approach with extreme caution and considerable respect. Recommend comprehensive trauma protocols and advanced metallurgy expertise for medical treatment. Note, what humans consider minor repairs may constitute major reconstructive surgery by galactic standards. The galaxy had much to learn about humanity's relationship with breaking and healing. The Zephyrians were just the first to discover that humans didn't just survive the unsurvivable, they made it routine.